You know how you can see our health bars lighting up here? How far away before the health bars don't light up? The health bars aren't lighting up if you're pugging out. Somebody want to define what pug is?
Pick up group.
No? Group. Okay.
A disorganized mob.
Alright, so everybody mount up, get some rapids to us, get on the top of the gatehouse. Go. A lot quicker than the first time. Only point there is Discord, voice communications. So, if we are being attacked, we go out until we're flagged. So, having a door caller, everybody go over to Discord for a moment. We'll talk about a couple new things. Basic training at the very top there. And I just added something called a group coordinator and a door caller. You always got to have somebody calling the door. Somebody needs to take that role on, and we'll want to get a group coordinator, which will be something we'll talk about near the end. We'll make sure we have somebody calling the doors, or they're the backup person to call the door. So when the door's about to go 65, 50, it's going to flag. If we're on offense, or defense, excuse me, we're going to be pushing out regardless. Always push out. Even if you're by yourself, push out. And run. Get 4 or 5 of them chasing you. Why? Because they get off siege. They're stupid. Unless they're disciplined and stuff like that. So you can come out the back. Anything to get them off until it flags. As soon as it flags, you want to get inside. Being up on the walls, shooting siege pretty much pointless. Why? Because it's just pointless. You want to be pushing out on it. You want to be irritating. You want to make it hard and delay as long as you can on siege. There's lots of other people that can, get up on the stuff. So then it becomes about a series of breaches. A lot of Cyrodiil fights are about breaches and corners and angles and line of sight. We talk a lot about line of sight too as we go through here throughout the camp. For example, standing here is way different than standing right here. That one little spot right there, see that? If they're shooting a ton of stuff in here, okay, being over here is even better. If you stand here, you can move your camera, right? So you can see stuff. So you really want to think about positioning throughout. But we're not talking about a lot about line of sight, but at the moment we'll talk about it more and more, but as we go through. So this is a breach. Anytime there's a breach, anytime there's a funnel, that's a choke point. Choke points are great places to lay the appropriate types of things. Somebody actually out here sieging. Sorry, there is. Crap. I was hoping we'd have this for a few minutes. Well, how convenient. We're not flagged, right? What's the door at?
We're not flagged.
82.
Alright. We'll probably get killed, but everybody stack on the door. Somebody put up an FC. 3, 2, 1 proxies, buffs, and out the door and to the left or the right. Get them scattered. Left and right. And then go into the back of them. And 3, 2, 1, those that are alive, hit the back of them here. And then any ults we're going to do, we're going to dump
51% on the door.
On the door. Alright. What's the door at?
61%.
Good. Burn their siege now. Alright, if you did, just come out. You guys just respawn. Healers don't be rezzing. Everybody else, burn all their siege. Okay, burn all their siege.
Terrible.
Yep, because we're burning all their siege. Now start focusing some of these guys down.
Door 80.
There you go. Pushing out here. Only need a couple really resing. The rest of us can get out here and kill these guys. Alright, should be 100. They don't even have an FC up. Another thing, everybody should carry FC. Everybody wants to out. At least a couple. Some of you don't play as often, but everybody's fun. Yeah. So the lessons here are always go out. Always go out. Always go out when you're not flagged. Distract them as much as possible there. If the door goes down, then you want to get them in a breach, which is why we're here. So left and right, whenever I say left and right at the breach, you know, be it the inner front door or the back flag, we want kind of balance here, and that's something we used to have. We're going to bring it back. Some problems with it. Talk about that. You want balance usually. So then a breach has got two components to it. Siege, and it has somebody to fight them as they come in. You got to have both. You know, you got a group of 8, 1 or 2 on siege, you know, and 1 on each side, you know, a couple on each side. Bigger group, maybe a few more on QT there. What is it? Group G, I forgot what it's called. Group tactics, G, there we go. GT. Anyway, so meat bags, that's why we use meat bag. So right here, and we also talk about advanced sieging here, so we're doing a combination of stuff. First of all, let's talk about the siege. Okay, so here you want meat bags. Meat bags hitting from the sides, big set. Up above, see right up here, and this is the one that doesn't get often used enough, but up on the gatehouse, you see those inner ones, go somebody run up there and put oil. Okay, so if we go over to Discord for a moment, I wrote up this new stuff here. We're going to have a group coordinator. One of the things that we've had in the listed in our BK raids, for example, is we've had 4 or 5 people dedicated to counters. This is a counter siege thing, and it's going to be up to the group coordinator to make sure we've got 4 or 5 people on a counter siege all the time. So it's in the coordinators, what I'll talk about at the end, but as we build through. That's nice. I got EP telling me that we need to kick the crap out of EP. Anyway, so then the rest, so you got 1 person up there, because 1 person can run those 2 oils. You got maybe 2, 3 people running 2 meat bags each, and then you got people left and right at the breach. Okay, so that's the siege part. I'll cover the siege part, then I'll talk about the breach, but the breach is almost always the same. Slow, caltrot, mine, other things to do what? CC them, right? We got a couple different types of CCs. Every character class has CCs, right? Most of you have CCs. So what do you want? You want CCs, bombard, right? So every character class has CC, either hard or soft. And that's what you want going down here, right? And this is what we want to call a kill zone. And that's what we're trying to turn this little area right here is a kill zone. Okay? So the meat bags, everything, negates the most powerful thing right here. As they're coming in, so say you're a negator, sort, and you see them right about here, you want to drop the negate before they enter it. So right, they're going to enter it right here. This is your kill zone, so you want the center of that negate right about here. Sort of CCs in here, etc. Okay. Now I need damage. So got different types of damage, right? With different abilities. Now, what we use in ours, we're pretty much proxy bombers. So those that have proxy debt, even if you have just access to it for right now, just so you get the idea of it. And I'll just go ahead and add this one here to mine. Should already have it for this one class. Proxy debts and 3, 2, 1 proxy debts. So as they're coming in, you want proxy debts going off. They have a range of 8 meters. At the guild house, we have a little thing and it shows what 8 meters looks like. I'll just use one of these. This is 20 meters diameter, 10 meters wide, so I'll stand right here at this edge. Okay, so from here to here is 10 meters. Okay, so if a proxy debt's going off, you want that proxy debt right about here on each side. So it's going to overlap right in here. So look at your damage and what its range is, and think about where you should be standing in relative. So you want to come in and out of here with those proxy debt, and you can actually, use this line of sight. Because the minute you get here and they have counter siege, you'll die. So you got to be really careful also about your line of sight. What other types of things are you going to drop here? Alts. If it's a big enough group, obviously then negate. What about defile? In our case, we run 2 defile knight, usually in a group. And that's actually the build I'm in right now. So I'm going to be trying to defile these guys simply by standing. That's if they hit me or they're within 5 meters of me. And also I've got a standard, and I'm going to put the standard. Wardens, they have what? Cooling, whatever.
Corrupting pollen.
Corrupting pollen. So there's your defile there on that build. I can't speak to a bunch of other builds or character classes off the top. So everything you can do to make this a kill zone is going to enhance the ability for us to wipe large amounts of people almost instantaneously. Okay, so the combination of the oils, the CCs, the damage, what else is there? Feel free to interject anybody if there is anything else.
Heals.
Sure. Gotta have your heals. So the healers need to know and position themselves knowing what they... Well, alts are, healing alts, certainly. If you have damage alts and you see, if we get that negate down, we get the CCs and we get them stuck for just even a moment, getting those timing of those alts in is absolutely all. And that's all part of knowing what your alts are and doing. In our BK, it's a lot of destros. Excuse me. Yeah. Onslaught for damage. Obviously, negate. Negate is, in my opinion, the most powerful spell. And we'll talk about that as we go along here. Negates at the right time are great. Negates at the wrong time are really bad. You can negate also on top of a negate. Everybody stack at the door. Get ready to buff in 3, 2, 1. Buff. Proxies. And wait, and now go out. Straight out, so the proxies are dumping right off right in the middle of this group. Proxy up again now. And just stand here. Proxy up again. There we go. Subs, no, focus on the ones on the ram right now. I'm trying to see. My standard. Come on, we got some negates here. We could be dropping negates on these guys. Go.
Right, but it wouldn't off. I don't.
Alright, now run out and kill these guys. And we'll get the idea of it. All right. So let's get it wrapped back up.